Okay, everyone, welcome to Speaker Bankole, David, Random Petty Talk. I'm David, and
And
it's
speak Bankole.
all right. So we are not trying to make this too serious. We're just trying to bring random petty talks, surrounding topics that you are aware of, and then put more light, shed more light into it. Then we'll see how we go from there.
So most of the time, conversations, topical issues that is going around probably the country or the global space, or that is also affecting you as an individual, as a person. We want to help you, enlighten you, expose you to the nitty gritty of some of the areas that you might not be able to understand, or that you have not even heard before, or that you have heard and you don't know anything about. But I think okay, we'll get there. I was thinking that maybe we should start this conversation with the electronic transmission. There is a lot of protest going on
Yeah,
in Abuja,
I
most
mean,
especially the National Assembly today.
yeah, it's a serious thing these days. I mean, everybody is trying to revolutionize into that tech, electoral system. But at the same time, we feel like we're not ready. Sometimes it's seeming like as if these political heads are trying to, take us away from.
So me don't know. I don't know if you are ready or we are not ready. A lot of Nigerians are saying that we are ready. Maybe Nigerians even understand this thing. I don't know. Like there was a lot of argument at the National Assembly about the word transfer or transmit, grammar upon grammar. Should they transfer or should they do a real time transmitting? Maybe that should be left to an average Nigeria to argue about. Keep arguing. As long as we love argument, we love train banters at one another. I don't know, maybe that is what is going to develop the country as a whole. But I think we should leave it like that first. And let's go to the main gist
All
for
right.
today.
So there's this topic, this question that has been on my mind. I mean, before 2026, 2025, everybody was gearing towards that electoral. I mean, the tax system, of course, and it has been on everybody's mind, trying to get their heads around it, trying to fix their system to accommodate the tax situation. And so I've been wanting to ask you this question, maybe officially actually, that how can one or a company or an individual, avoid paying tax in 2026?
Take
Essentially,
more loans. Take more loans. Avoid paying tax by taking more debt. Use debt to run the show.
really.
Yes, that is the best way. That even funny enough, let me tell you, that is how the rich do it.
I mean, it will sound cliche to somebody that has not actually come into the financial system in a very large way to say take more loans. When loan has always been something that makes people afraid. I mean, then you say take more loans, trying to avoid more tax. Then how does this work actually?
So you can use your income to service the debts.
Okay.
So if you are an income generating person, maybe for example, you are a civil servant or an employee, you are a business owner, you're an entrepreneur, if you don't want to pay tax. So there's a difference between tax avoidance and
Tax evasion.
tax evasion.
Yeah.
So tax avoidance is legal, tax evasion is illegal. So if you evade tax, that is not legal. But if you avoid tax, it's very legitimate. Most of the time, what we do is that we don't even know this. Many of us or all of us pay tax. We pay today. If you are sending 10,000 naira and above, you're going to be paying 15 naira.
I think that's the one everybody.
That is so you are paying tax on, you are doing VAT. That is your where's the formula? Value added tax. So indirectly or directly, everybody is paying tax one way or the other. But if you don't want to pay the bigger tax or the more tax, use your income to service debts. The more loans, the more debt you take, you escape the rat race.
It's funny. A while ago, we are having an interview with a tax person, and he mentioned how before now the taxing of Nigerians has always been like a general market. Like they are just taxing over everything, but now it's sectionized. Now they are sectionizing it in the point that small businesses don't pay so amount of tax. Large companies have to pay those tax. Those kind of things. I think it's giving Nigeria a headway. I mean, when it comes to tax collection.
Of course, of course. For businesses that are not making up to 1 million naira in a year, maybe like 800,000 naira below, you are exempted from tax. But it's also important, like they have said, that you have to file your tax. Maybe you are exempted or you are inclusive into the tax net. You have to go to any of the tax office very close to you to file the tax. But my fear is for those that are more that fall into the category of PIT. That is the personal income tax. Most of the time, I've been even having these issues in the recent time, using all this PAMPay, HoPay, money points to send money. We have said, oh, put your description for every money that you send, but most of the time we do not even remember these things. But I don't know how we are going to cope. Maybe with time, everybody will adjust to putting description, but you have to document all your expenses. You have to pull it out in case that taxman or taxwoman calls you. That is my fear, because most of the time, tax people see those money going into your personal account as something that is taxable. And if you are earning anything, or they see money that is 80,000 naira and above in your account at every particular time, is taxable. So if you do not really put that description of what this money is for, you have to go and find a way to explain yourself. But the funniest thing is that for the big guys out there, if you are making a whole lot of money, maybe in your business, especially for business owners, for entrepreneurs that are raising funds, making a whole lot of money, use money, your income, to use it as a security or collateral to take a lot of loans. Take a lot of loans. Debt is not bad, most especially if it is being channeled to something that is very profit making, productive, something that can generate more income to you, and not ashrebi.
And you might be thinking, the interest rate. I mean, how do you actually position yourself in a way that you find the right partners, to get these loans from, because it's very important that you get loans. Okay, yes, let's say a random person listening to this or watching this says, okay, now let me take loans. There's one or two things that they need to pay attention to when they're trying to get.
So if you want to get answer to that, join Speaker Bankole Leadership Academy. So that is for free. There are some information that's outside on social media. You get them, they are general. They are free information. They are something that you can stumble upon. I've listened to a lot of conversation on social media on this issue of tax. The more you listen to this information, the more confusing you are, because a lot of people have different opinions. But if you want to listen to the best expertise, if you want to listen to technical people that will demystify these conversations for you, to your level, for you to understand, get enrolled on Speaker Bankole Leadership Academy. You can see the how you can get onboarded on your screen and whatever. It's a very good opportunity. It's just like a community and ecosystem for you to learn a whole lot of things that you need to learn, and you leave the space of the noise.
In as much as a lot of people always run away from technical words, technical situations, or systems. There's a need for one to get this information, and it's not out there.
Speaker Bankole David Petty Random Talk is out of here. If you want to join Speaker Bankole Leadership Academy, and you will learn more of this task.